that health implementation that fmod put up might be the best one of all. It's very possible for a given use. Okay. So, I gave Matt these links also. Matt, let's go in like in chronological order, okay? So June 11th first. June 11th. We have user Outloon. Hi all. I'd be grateful for any feedback on my show reel if you have a couple of minutes. Well, a couple of minutes, I don't know, hopefully it's a minute. At imtethered.net. Paul Draws Brown. I'm tethered. So you've heard. Portfolio, audio designer, composer, Paul Draws Brown. I specialize in sound for expressive interactive media and applications. Okay. Bio. There he is. I prefer photos that are like, you're doing audio things, but this is fine. Although I wouldn't recognize you at a conference. Projects, games, applications. Okay. Let's see. Games. King of the Castle. Blind Wizard Brawl. Fists of Freedom, some VR thing, looks like. Looks like some default assets. Oh, it's a game jam project, that's why. GGJ. Sub Escape. Wrong Turn. A lot of stuff here, cool. And apps. Surge. A custom granular synth developed in Max MSP, currently being redesigned for full release. Yo, this guy's legit. Let's go. Home. Show reels up front. Paul, you're killing it. Also, your name's DB. Oh, destined for success. Let's go. Play video. $213. Oh, I hated that. Jeez.
Ninja. Vikas.
Whoa. Whoa, that finish. Actually don't have my my freaking soundboard going. I apologize. I just realized halfway through playing that video that I couldn't clap. I couldn't clap, pals. What kind of stream is that? Don't find this. Come on. There it is. Claps. We got there eventually. Finally tuned engine this stream is. That was kind of cool. I mean, I didn't really care for the music stuff in the middle. I think that there's some really cool stuff here, and that was it Paul, right? Paul DB. I think Paul has some really cool stuff here. I loved the pitching movement of the character in that opening piece. Sounds really good. That's nice. It's a good little opening. That could have very easily been a boring sounding walk, you know? But it sounds like really lifelike and organic and responsive, you know, like the player's doing a thing and you hear it accurately. I didn't care for as much kind of how clacky the SFX was, like the UI and stuff, like placing and moving these things. I think that it could have been a little softer, like a little more careful. And as well, like when the thing at the very end happens, like the ping, the very end, right here. Oof. Bling, bling. It seems like Paul wasn't sure if he wanted to be silly or wanted to be like a casual game or whatever. Like it seemed like the direction on this project like wasn't super clear. I think that it could be like it seems kind of colorful and playful. You're like a little robot jump, like you're a literal toy running around, right? So I don't know. I mean, it could be. Yeah, it's like is it Dare? Is it like Ludum style or Dare Academy? Is it something else? Dare Academy? I don't know what this is. But dude, like this is pretty cool. Like that opening, this opening like 5 seconds is really strong. That like clack 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 clack. It's a little bit abrasive when you're hearing this constant transients. But yeah, I mean like different physics materials and stuff. That's kind of cool. It's bassy, but I think the bassiness is okay, being it's a different surface, like like it's hollow or there's an air, a pocket of air beneath it kind of thing. I think it's all right. I just don't really agree with the like clack 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 constantly, and especially on jumping and landing, like clack on a jump feels weird to me. That thunk thunk. Like just right there, all those like, there's so many transients. Like in my opinion, I think that the more transients you have like that, the harder it becomes to like parse what's actually happening, because it's just constant like. Again, close your eyes right now, right? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. It's like so many transients. It was like 15 transients in 2 seconds. So kind of crazy in my opinion. I think that focusing on like the for movement and having the footsteps a bit more understated, and that you'll hear them constantly, right? So having a little more of like an understated approach to footsteps might be a little safer of a choice, especially for a game that's kind of playful and like colorful and rounded out like this. But it seems like it was a fast game jam kind of thing. So, I mean, for being, if this was like a quick development thing, it's like still pretty good. I thought the clacking was an interface placing blocks thing. Didn't think it was jumps and lands. I think it's both. I think it's both, Tony. Like right here, check it out. So right there, it's like punk. It's like a 2 transient for the jump and like a 3 transient for the landing, and then he's doing it during this placements and stuff too, right? Right here. I think the click is the landing of the robot guy. Pretty cool though. And then like what Matt's saying, kind of underwhelming wind sound. I agree, but again, I don't know if that could be a joke, like the kind of the little joking noisemaker party noisemaker thing. But I mean, yeah. So Tony, good point. There you go. They're jumbling together. Like I mean, Tony wasn't clear on what he was hearing. Case in point, you know, it's kind of a problem. And like the ding, ding, ding is again very transient based kind of musical SFX. The ding ding, kind of pluck string kind of thing or something, pluck synth. I do like the kind of like the quieter clock, like underneath. It's nice, but I don't know. I'm not sure exactly how this gameplay works entirely, so it's hard for me to judge if that's a good choice or not for sound design. But it felt a bit abrasive, and the wind is like piercing as. So be careful about that. Careful as high as Paul. Kind of weird sound sync there. I don't know what happened. I feel like there's some sound being triggered like when he lands and like the body falling is considered a land or something. I don't know. Blind Wizard Brawl Wrench Games. Available now on Android. Sound design. Again, those high-pitched frequencies. You gotta be careful of those, Paul. Especially on mobile. On mobile, those highs come through so loud. Those little speakers on your phones are they're very efficient at reproducing sounds like that. So be careful of those highs, yo. Be careful. Carry on. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Like that right there. That's a way more, it's a way safer approach to highs in the sound effect. Like right there, it's really nice. That's good. Like those highs are sitting, because that's not going to come in like too crazy loud. But like, compare that to that first one when it kind of pops into the menu. Not sure where it was in the timeline. There. Like that level versus that one.
Ninja. Vikas.
That's cool. I think that I think your design is strong enough that you don't need to rely on reverb quite as heavily. I kind of felt that with the previous project too, that your verb was kind of getting into the realm of too much here and there. Although it is a big cavernous bedroom or something in that previous game, so maybe it's worthwhile. And maybe you're in a big freaking cave in this one. I don't know where you are, but it just felt like, I feel like given that verb is often a crutch and an easy way to fill space for sound, I don't think you need it because your design's like strong enough, you know? Have some, just don't lean so heavily. This thing's neat. I like that you're making stuff. Pretty cool. Carrying on. All I could think about during this trailer, it seems to be a trailer, right? All I could think about was the ding, 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 ding in my right ear. I literally don't recall any of this. Always thinking of that stupid loud ding, 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 ding. It's just so loud. Otherwise, it sounds like pretty good. Again, the verb is out of control. This switch, check it out. So crazy. There's kind of a mix of like, of mono stuff happening right in front of you, like where the character is, and a mix of stereo things that are happening like kind of as game effects. And I think both can be really cool. Just to be mindful. I mean, I can't really judge if you were or not, but when you're just as a general concept, kind of high level thought, it's worthwhile to be mindful of like whether you're doing mono or whether you're doing stereo, and to do those things like with the purpose, like with an intention. So if you want to have a big, like, so let's say you open a chest and you get like a power up, that sound should absolutely be stereo, probably. Unless it's like a tiny thing, like a little bit of gold, and you get gold all the time. Maybe it's mono's fine for that. But again, it's kind of a question of you can do like understated stereo, and that'd probably still be okay. But I think a good general rule of thumb to like start with as default is if the thing is located in a space, mono's probably a safe bet. But if it's happening for the sake of the player, as like feedback or, you know, aesthetic or whatever, then a stereo, like wide, rich effect is a good choice too. That said, you can totally break rules whenever you want. You can totally make like the chest opening and switch turning sound, like make everything in stereo, make it all huge and ridiculous. That's an option too, and it can be really cool. Just be aware that you're doing it kind of, that you're like skirting the rules a bit. But again, it's like with music composition, same thing. You have things like harmonic series and safe flow limits and all these things, and they're rules, but you can totally break them whenever you want. It's like a free creative process, right? Yeah, just be aware of that. I did hear, like in some cases it's like super wide effect, and in some cases it's like right in front of you, and it felt like it was inconsistent from this video, but it might not be. It might be fine. Project Snap Hut. Snap Hut or Hunt? Hunt. Snap Hunt. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what that is. I don't think any of us know what this thing is. Project Snap Hunt. It's a cool finish, though. I like it. Strong finish. I think your reel's too long. By like a solid, I mean, it was music and sound, mind you. It was a show reel. And you're pretty good at both, it seems. Good on you. You could probably cut out like 45 seconds. Because like Matt was saying, he began to skip during the music stuff. You don't need to show too much. Like in a show reel, just give a taste and move on. Just a taste is all you need. Like even this opening section, you could... No one can be told what Snap Hunt is. This opening section could be shorter. Like all the sections pretty much could be a bit shorter than they were. I do like that you're showing the Wise stuff briefly. Like, hey, I'm in Wise, check it out. That's good. Blind Wizard Brawl, you can shorten for sure. This is kind of cool. Cool that you show it. You're, hey, this is stuff we're doing. It's awesome. And then this thing, you can shorten definitely. Again, just all these things, just get the point across and then move on. Tighten up those graphics on level 3, like Matt says. Perfect. Cool, Paul. Thanks, man. Thanks for totally unknowingly submitting your demo reel to Real Talk. I will totally reply to... I'll just reply to it later with a link to the highlight. I will highlight this and link to it. Wonderful. Moving on to June 18th. Let's go. Katsu Toshi. Would love to hear feedback on my first few months learning and creating some games, most at 24-hour game jams. Okay, let's go. Let's try it out. 1:30. Okay. Victor Granst. I did not expect this from a guy named Katsu Toshi. Victor Granstrom. Okay. We're changing nationalities midway. Throwing curveballs. Whoa, look at this. Crazy, Victor. Let's do it. Oh, there is sound. Okay. Okay, heads up, Victor. I was on the brink of skipping at like 20 seconds-ish, like around here. And I would for sure be at least looking at the thumbnail to be like, what else we got here from here on. We'll watch the whole thing, though. Yeah, would definitely skip at this point.
Fortfarande vistas utomhus att bege er hemåt snarast. Utegångsförbudet upphävs klockan 06.
cute. Little comedy finish there for you. Nice. Cool. So this is an interactive audio design demo reel 2018. Okay. Interactive audio design demo reel. Is this your name? I can't tell. So be aware, Victor, that you probably want to have... You had people in the chat asking if it is music or sound design or what. It might be worth having a bit of a more clear title right here. You have some nice and blank space. You could totally fill it with, like, this is my interactive audio design demo reel. You know? That said, this opening silence is... So Matt in the chat saying, the long silence off the top kills me. Yeah, I wasn't sure if my sound was even on. I thought perhaps I had Chrome turned down or something. No, I did not. It was just silent for a while. Brutal. Get that audio in there. That slow burn opening is dangerous. It depends what you want to show with this stuff, Victor. If you just want to show some cool things and don't really care that much about hireability or gripping people's attention or whatever, then whatever, this is fine. But be aware that if you're looking to submit this demo reel as part of or as an entirety of an application to a company or a developer or a studio, this opening is really weak. It's super weak. We were recently, we still are in the process of hiring for a sound designer, and we received well over 100 demo reels, you know? So when you're looking at that many, it's pretty important to like use every second really wisely. And this opening is a very bold use of 10 seconds. Just be aware. Titling should stay up the entire time, should not fade away like this. Should stay up the entire time something's happening. Like right now, for example, if we skip to here, we can't tell what this is immediately. Furthermore, your titles are kind of competing with the progress bar and stuff, so put them like right here instead. The third the way up the screen. And it's also too long. 130 is definitely too long for what you have in here. It does not need to be this long. This opening clip of Acna, I appreciate you're showing both music and sound effects, but you can still definitely cut this down by at least a third easily. Again, think about flow, because we often say that audio is really, like working in audio, if you're in film or radio or television or games or whatever, it's heavily about flow, like supporting narrative and supporting phrasing in cinematic presentation or in interactivity or whatever, right? So if your reel has like a long thing at the very beginning, it's like 40 seconds long, and then you get into this bit, which kind of just is a dude walking for a while, and then you got into the last bit, and it's like this thing for like 3 seconds, and then this thing for like a few seconds, and then this thing for a little while longer, and then the ending, ends, right? It's cute. And then the finale, I'll take it or leave it. The thing about that is that it has audio problems in it. Listen carefully. Oh, sorry, one more time. Hear that pop 3 times? So you're kind of... It's a cute little joke at the end, but you're also showcasing technical audio errors. So it's kind of too bad. Pacing towards the finish is better, yes. It kind of moves through nicely, but the opening is like really weak. So again, if you're looking to use this as a job application piece, I would recommend you shorten up the beginning heavily, these 2 pieces. Shorten them heavily, okay? Get down to a minute max. It's very rare that people have more content. They have enough content to justify more than a minute, all right? So, let's talk about this first piece. Fmod integration in Unity. Sound design and composing collaboration with Forsberg's Acna. It's too bad that it takes so long to get to what this thing is. Acna, put this like right at the top, my friend. Put it here. You did a thing, you made a freelance project, a collaboration, put it up top. Wear that title proud. And then say what you did on, okay? Title's way more important than what you did. It's too bad this thing pops in. We have a fade in the visuals, but it's like just cuts in instantly. So be aware of that too in your audio. Like fade that along with your visuals, right? And if it sounds like that in game, that's not a great thing to showcase. You have a lot of things not faded out. It might be in the source assets. I suspect you were saying it's been your first few months of helping out with game stuff. I'm not sure how long you've worked in audio and, well, I mean audio in general, but be aware you gotta fade your regions, like on both sides. Fade your assets at the front and back if you have it, where you've got like, just to give you a very quick kind of gist. Everyone's seen this classic guy before, right? Oh, this is a Y-axis. I've ever seen one. Look at that. We got a brush. This is our friend, the wave. All right, this wave is healthy AF. Healthy, so healthy. This wave is not quite so healthy. All right. So starting at like this is a 0 seconds, right? This is like 0, 0, 0. Starting like this is literally the speaker head, and you're telling the speaker head to be at a non-zero position in 0 time, and that's what you hear like at the very beginning. You hear that pop. All right, so we're gonna play it right here again, right there. That thunk, that pop. So these clicks, and it happened at the very end as well. This little joke at the end. Listen to these throws. Pop, pop, pop. That might happen because you have instance limiting and you're not fading out the previous asset or something. I'm not sure what's happening there, but you need to, in both your source content, like the wave files or whatever you're using, make sure they're faded out. You need to make sure that when things get started or stopped under the hood in your integration with fmod, make sure you're fading them out and not cutting dead. Make sure you're using like not stop immediate, but rather stop, allow, fade out, and have fade out built into your stuff to make sure it doesn't just cut off instantaneously and goes down. All right. As far as the actual design goes in this guy, the is a little bit abrasive for something you'll hear all the time. Or maybe you aren't. What even is that sound? Is that the sound of the thing, the item you picked up? Oh, maybe. It's not there. I don't know what that sound is. Your dash, just a little... see ya, Josh. Cheers. I'll be wrapping here pretty quick anyways. The dash sound here, Victor, I think is a little bit weird because you've got this like really wide kind of spaceless sound. You know, it's not coming from a source. We know it's the dash sound because it's happening. Like, that's happening, right? But it's kind of like just all around us. And if you close your eyes, that sound isn't really coming from anywhere. It's like... like it's kind of centered, but not really. And I think that in terms of focusing something in a space, like in a 3D game like this, and having feedback on movement, it might be a consideration to have something like centered and like we can like start centered and like open up like that, but to have it so wide throughout, it kind of makes like a disconnect from the thing making the sound and what we're hearing. Matt says, generally, from what I see, audio people have more time at jams than programmers, designers. The time to create more assets than have time to be implemented is there. Yeah, true. So you can be making stuff and it could be like poorly implemented just due to time. It's very possible. Be very, very much the case. I mean, it's pretty typical. Like at Global Game Jam here in Vancouver, for example, it's very, very common to have like just talks for audio folks on the first day because no one's doing audio yet because everyone's doing like conceptualizing and pre-production, and audio has nothing to work on for the entirety of Friday. Their job is Sunday, 3 p.m. onwards. Great. This is really slow. It seems like more of a composition demonstration, but even so, the visuals are like really boring for what's happening. I don't really have a solution for you, because it seems like that's just what that Game Jam game looks like. So, oh well.
Fortfarande vistas
Something about flow. So here's this transition, right? So that crossfade out and in. Watch this one. Then we're done. It's very back into it. So just be aware of all that stuff, you know? Like this, the flow is a big consideration, huge. Like we had, I can tell you, we had some reels that came into Power Up Audio, and like for this job posting, and the content was like okay, but the flow was really good, and it speaks for a lot, you know? Like this person has a very good idea of what presentation, or how important presentation is. And even though maybe the content like was not quite as mature as something we might be looking for, it still, you know, raises an eyebrow. So it's like, oh, it's pretty clever actually. Like nice job on that transition right there. Even though the content isn't quite where it needs to be, like it makes you stand out in that way, right? So perhaps not this time around, but if you know, if someone like that applied again or want a referral or whatever, like just be curious to see their content like a year or 6 months from now, because they clearly have a good idea of kind of what demonstration, like what counts in demonstration of your ability, you know? It's pretty cool to see that. And conversely, an absence of attention to flow is equally kind of damning, right?
utomhus att bege er hemåt snarast. Utegångsförbudet upphävs klockan 06.
And like there, same thing, just it's like happening for a bit and then just drops off entirely. Kind of doesn't let us get an idea of what's even happening. Fmod integration. Le gâteau magnifique. What happened there? Yeah, so kind of cute. This is a very comedy game, obviously. I like the drum roll, but again, the fade is just unfortunate. Like this of the drum roll, and you hear the reverb, and it goes, it cuts off before the landing. That pop again. Cute though. It's a cute finish. I'm not sure we've seen like a comedy finish. Matt, how do you feel about the comedy finish, man? The comedy cake finish. Like if that sounded great, okay? Well, say it sounded awesome. Like this is a very good reel, a minute long. The comedy cake finish, splat on the floor. And then here's my name, my contact info, and then hard cut, cake, throw, and cut off. How do you feel about that? If it was awesome otherwise. If it sounded sweet, I'd be into it. Yeah, I feel the same. It's kind of a bold move, but it's like, it's kind of cheeky, you know? It's a little bit of personality. but low, it doesn't sound great. There's some technical problems in there. Okay. Thanks, Victor. I will reply there also and send you this. I'm curious if your stuff's online anywhere. Is it? Is it? Let's find out together. Do we have Victor Granstrom sound? Looks like, I don't know, hard to say. SoundCloud, Twitter. Seems like maybe. Could be tasty. Yes, exactly. It feels fresh. Yeah, it's a way to stand out. There you go. Like we say that jokes are kind of dangerous in a resume, for example. Being like, I'm a level 8 pyromancer in your experience is dangerous. But being kind of jokey in your reel is like, it's cool. 'Cause it's kind of during presentation of your ability, right? So, anyway. Here's one. Let's just look at this for quality. I think it's just mainly a redesign. So we'll, oh, re-SFX with music by John Williams. Oh, come on now. Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like that. If you're like a fan redesign, then sure. And Emmy Gervais says, didn't feel amateurish at all. You could send this to a studio as a resume. Well, I wouldn't recommend having music by John Williams in your resume piece. But let's have a look. It's a minute long, a minute 7. Let's go. Whoa, wait. This lightsaber sound, is this like... Is that your design? Like, is that your design? What do we think in the chat? I am skeptical. I'm heavy skeptical. We'll keep going. Yeah, like that on, the lightsaber on sounds like the lightsaber on from the source, you know? And I don't know. I have no idea. Let's have a look at, is there about here? Information? Removed original audio, replaced all sound effects. I did not do any of the original sound or video done by LucasArts. What's that mean? Sound or video? Like you didn't do this sound on the original piece, you mean? And just posted without thought, without mention, or without comment. Here's some thoughts from... Oh, it's Etude. This is Corey something. Corey something, I think. What's the lightsaber turning off sound? Too iconic to do differently, in my opinion. I mean, maybe you remade it. It's possible. Wait, what? Yeah, what the heck? Like, here's the sound right here. Like, that's not even close to the original. Right? And no Foley there. God, that's like... That is the original, isn't it? Come on, YouTube. Let's have a look here for a second. If I search, like, Star Wars battle scene. Like, can I, like, saber battle scene. Every duel from Star Wars.
Was but to learn.
I need the on. Where's the on? Okay. medium. Where's the on, man? Where's the on? Here? There's the off. Okay, yeah, good call. Let's do that. So like Star Wars, or just like lightsaber SFX sound. Lightsaber sound. Sound effect HD 10 hours. Okay, give me a second. I need to copy this file. I don't know if I can copy this from here though. I'm on my PC and you're on Mac side right now, so yeah, I got it. Cool. So is this it? Like, is that the... That's definitely the same sound, isn't it? Ugh. Oscar, what do you think, man? Oscar's a devil's advocate here. Oscar is devil's advocate. I don't know about this. It's like really close. Here we go, playing. I don't know. I don't know. I would be asking questions. Josh has a video where he remade the lightsaber sound. Oh, you made sounds for your Star Wars game. Right, but you like worked on the Star Wars game, man, right? Like this isn't a fan remake. Ugh, I don't know. I don't know. I'm convinced this is the same sound. Like from these two videos. It pops there, else it might. 1 second. 1 second. Let's do some forensics here. I'm really curious of this. I'm very, very curious. Can I record this out? Let's see here. If I press... Yeah, record. It's recording me too. Check, check. It is not recording me. Good. So, go. Let's go. Okay. Okay. Well, we have a thing here now. Let's see. Let's see, friends. Let's have a little look-see here. A small look-see. Let's go. Yeah, the start is like really iconic, you know? It's a bit... I don't know. It's a bit... I don't know, is what I'm saying. Oh, full circle for the end of our stream. I might just finish off right here, actually. Full circle back to Isotope RX4. Let's have a look together. I need to go to the right folder. Where are we going? We're going to temp. It's like right here? Yeah, this is the file. Here we go. Boom. What do you think? They look the same to me. Also, this has the same... This is like a cutoff on it. Oh, they're both from YouTube, mind you. But this is like... Let's see. Let's make some room here. Let's get real close. See, if I were getting this as a resume application, I would absolutely be doing this. Absolutely. Look at these curves, man. These curves are like the same, aren't they? Are they not? Look at this. Look, is this... I'm gonna go Here, give me a second. So I'm gonna like copy, zoom in here, and let's go like over top of this guy, like this curve, and then it kind of goes over here, and then like this, and down, like that, okay? And then we're gonna bring it over and put it right there. Maybe it's different. I don't know. I can't. It's like very close. Is it pitched? It may be pitched actually. Ugh, I don't know. It's hard to say. It's like that. This is pretty close. Like this thing is really. I don't know what that. I don't know, man. I don't know. Seems pretty suspect. And like even like this little kind of dim bit, and this dim bit here. So voila. I feel like the rest of the redesign will be better if you nail the lightsaber that well. Yeah. If the rest is really polished, you can believe it. Like, damn, you nailed that lightsaber. Yeah, like if someone I knew redesigned it was like really close, then that'd be pretty sick, you know? Like I'd be really impressed with that. If that was the case. But like for example, I know that a lot of people they do like reproduction as a study. You know, like you'll say this, I love the sound of this thing, and I'm gonna like dig in and analyze and see if I can do it myself. You know, it's a very good way to build upon your own skill sets. And like for example, I did something a long time ago. Let's see if I can find it really fast here. I probably can't. I feel like I've played this on stream before, but like the original Eggbot, like Atlas and Peabody from Portal 2. Like here is an original, right? Like the uh-oh. They did all these voiceover lines. They're all like little kind of beeps infused within, and they kind of did a really cool effect on everything to kind of give the idea of the line, but not just voiced, period. Super cool. So I reproduced it, and I did a thank you. And it's like close-ish, kinda. It's a fun study, but geez, I don't know. This is... I don't know about this. Okay. Well, like even this kind of bright area here being right there, it's kind of like the 1, 2, you know? The 1, 2, 3 actually. 1, 2, 3. There's a little gap right here, see that? Right there. Same thing here. I think it's the same sound. I think it's the same sound. And as a result, I am now writing off the rest of the redesign because I have no idea what Jackson Turner did themselves and what they did not. So, sorry Jackson, but it's a little bit suspect. Okay. Thanks Fmod again for your awesome notes, and thanks everyone for hanging out. I'm going to end off right there. We went a bit over time because we were kind of doing a little more of a freestyle stream with some Fmod things and some random real things and so forth. If you do want to submit your stuff to Real Talk, then please do so down below. You can do it via our website contact form or on Twitter to myself or Power Up Audio. If you're on the Game Audio Slack, then feel free to hit me up there as well. I'm on there pretty frequently. And I'd love to take a look. I'm sure Matt would as well as everyone else in the chat who's always so damn helpful with their insight and thoughts. All right. If you're not already following, then feel free to do so as well. We do this same stream every week. We try to be here at 4:02 p.m. every Thursday. That's PST, of course. And we will be here the next couple weeks. The 30th will be at PAX West, but for 2 more weeks we'll be in town. All right. So thanks a lot. I'm gonna play some more freaking Outer Zen. It's so good. Cranking it. Thanks everyone. Matt, drop links if you want, pal. I'll see y'all around. Peace.